Waiting some people to get in here so we can start talking DTF. Yo, yo, what up, peeps? How's everybody doing? Putting some new film into the printer. Have a small order of shirts to do, about 9 to be precise. How's everybody doing? What's up, Waldo? How you doing, bro? What's up, ABC Designs? Been doing good, bro. Really busy, man. The year has definitely taken a toll on us in a good way. Newborn, house remodeling, just with everything else, Novid in Texas. I mean, it's been a bunch of stuff, man. Thing after thing. And then getting into this new printing process, which we're going to be talking about today, that kind of, you know, took a toll on everything. I am loving DTF, Waldo. You know, I think it's super versatile, bro. I think it's up there kind of with Sublimation. Obviously, I say that with a grain of salt because Sublimation is super, super versatile, even more so than DTF. But I think what you can do with DTF for an at-home business, I think there's a lot there, man. I definitely do. And I've been a noob at it. You know, I've been working at it probably like I would say a month now. I've been hands-on with it, so I do feel that now I have a little bit of experience to kind of talk about it and start putting out videos on the subject. Yeah, we're just gonna wait for. I don't know if more people are gonna join. I mean, guys, if you're in here, please hit that like button. You know, it helps the channel out and it helps spread the video. Throughout the process in here, shoot me questions, shoot me, you know, if you guys have any questions on this new printing process. I call it new because it's new to my channel. It's been around for a little bit, yeah, guys. What up, Rico? What up, Lonnie? Nice to see you guys. So what we're gonna be doing today, guys, is we're gonna be printing on shirts. Let me bring one real quick. This one's actually hot off the press. I did this half-tone image today. Yes, this is just white, but I'm trying to show you guys. Super nice detail. This looks really good. No, ABC, today we're going to be talking about DTF, direct-to-film printing. Super cool technology that I'm loving, man. I see a lot of mixed reviews on it, and I personally love it. Alright, guys, so those of you that are here, essentially what DTF is direct-to-film printing. Hey, what's up, Texas Finest Apparel? How you doing, bro? And essentially what you're doing, guys, it's similar to DTG in the sense that it prints, I know, right? The fries are done. Nah, man, that's my little oven that cures the transfers. We're going to be showing that here in a minute, my little setup I have. So DTF, yes, guys, direct-to-film printing. It's kind of similar to DTG in the sense that you need a printer that prints with white ink, except it reverses the process. It prints color onto a kind of like a transfer sheet. They're called PET transfer films. They look like this. They're glossy on one side and they have like a matte finish on the other. So basically, I'll show you guys one I have here. I kind of messed it up, but I mean, it's okay, right? I always show you guys the ones I mess up, so it's okay. I had to redo the artwork on this one because it's really pixelated, you see it. But it prints down color layer first, and then it prints white over the color. This is just a white design that I'm going to be doing today, so it doesn't, yeah, you're not going to see any of the color. But if you guys want to see one with color, I can definitely print one so y'all can just kind of see how it looks. So it prints out a color layer, and then it prints white over the color. And then you take this guy, and you sprinkle it with some magic dust. I know, right? You let the ink dry for a little bit, and then you sprinkle it with some magic dust. Just white powder. I'm gonna call it an adhesive. This is pretty much what allows the ink to separate away from this guy right here and transfer over to a shirt. So after you put the powder on it, I'm gonna show you guys again how I do it here in a bit. You sprinkle it all over your design, and then you take this guy and you put it into. I've seen people use all kinds of different curing methods. I chose the oven just because I'm going to be using it for sublimation as well. But you put your transfer into the oven for about a minute or two at 250. That seems to be working for me. And you wait for the texture on it, the powder, to turn kind of like into an elephant skin type texture. That's what they're calling it in the forums. I call it like white asphalt. It feels like rubbery. Hey, what's up, Dom? It feels kind of rubbery. But yeah, guys, once it's done, you pull it out and you press it onto a shirt. And man, I am loving DTF so far, guys. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on it, saying that it feels like paper, that it feels like rubber. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know how it be, Waldo. You know how it is, bro. Guys, just a reminder: if you guys are watching if you're watching the stream, please hit that like button, guys. It really does help the stream pick up a few more viewers. If you feel other people are interested in this type of content, but so I've been hearing a lot of mixed reviews from different YouTubers. You know, saying that it feels like paper, it feels like Nina 3G opaque, it feels like very rubbery, very this, very that. And initially, yes. If you're somebody that's a novice jumping into the technology, I'm going to say yes, it does feel like that. And even for most prints, it is going to feel like that. I mean, this is not screen printing, guys. This is not even DTG to say, because I feel DTG uses a little bit less ink, and because of the absence of the powder, I'm sure that adds about like, you know, a quarter of a millimeter of thickness into it, and I think that's how you get that feel. But today I've been, like I showed you guys in that shirt initially, I've been messing with different techniques on how to print with the white ink or with the white and color ink. And I'm seeing very good results with like half-tone designs, or like you can knock out black, you can knock out whatever color the shirt is, so you get a more smooth texture or feel. Like, no joke, guys, this white one, Texas Finest Apparel, you know what, bro? I'm gonna be real with you. I've never tried Super Color. I'm pretty sure I know what the process is. I'm pretty sure what they're doing. They're doing something similar with color ink, and then what they're doing is they're screen printing the white behind it, so you get that really smooth texture. Again, I don't know. I've never seen their process. I've never used their stuff, and I have wanted to, but when I tried, at least when they first started, their website was just really difficult to navigate. It was not very user friendly. I just couldn't get with it. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a creature of being a designer. I like good UI. I like good UX on websites. I don't like websites that are clunky. If you have a very clunky website, you're gonna lose me there. Now, am I down to try it? Yeah, I don't see why not. But yeah, I mean, to answer your question, I have not used Supercolor yet. But yeah, guys, so this one was printed just with white ink, and guys, I'm telling you, you can't even feel the print on here. Like, no joke, like, I can barely, like, you can't hear anything, you can't feel anything. The stretchability on DTF, guys, is insane. Like, you don't see cracking. I don't know. I have a couple of garments I've washed a bunch, and I do have a wash test coming out pretty soon. With that being said, not all DTF transfers are created equal. Let me make that clear, guys. You're going to hear a lot of mixed reviews on DTF printing right now because there's an abundance. And I mean a lot, because I'm in some of these groups. There's an abundance of printers out there, or companies, you know, startups that are starting to print DTF transfers, but not everybody is equally good as the other person. I've been lucky enough to find a few good guys that have kind of taken me under their wing, and they've taught me the process. And I've even purchased transfers from them. If you see one of my previous videos, I've purchased a good amount of transfers from them. So I do want to leave that note to you guys that not every DTF transfer is created equal. I've tried a lot of different sample transfers from different companies. I've tried my own. I've tried from when I first started, they were crap. I mean, I'm telling you, when I first started printing my own here in house, they were trash. I'm not saying they're oh my god now, but they are 10 folds better than what they were when I started. this definitely has a learning curve. So if you're thinking DTF is easy, just like people were thinking DTG was a piece of cake, that's not the case. But like with every good printing process, it has its learning curves. You know, like I don't think there's one printing process that's easy, and I say that because with sublimation you have your downfalls, but I do feel sublimation is probably one of the best ones. But like with screen printing, you have to have all kinds of inks in stock. You gotta have all kinds of screens. You gotta have, I mean, the retail space or the square footage that you have to have just to do a good amount of screen print is insane. DTG, very high maintenance printers. You know, same thing, kind of similar to this, but I do feel this is a little easier. I haven't done both already. The printers are super expensive. There's not really an inexpensive printer unless you go the DIY way. And again, I don't think not one printing process is easy. I think they all have the learning curves. It's just what you decide to learn. With vinyl and all this other stuff, you have to weed. You have to sit there and weed, press, wait for the cut to come out. It takes forever. So, yes, that's that. The other thing, too, is not all DTF printers are created equal either. There's a bunch out there that are sold as ready to go printers, ready to go kits, guys. And to be honest, I say be careful with some of these packages. Now, do I have some affiliate partners that sell, you know, some of these kits? Yes, 100%. If you don't want to do anything, if you don't want to do DIY, go for it. I'm not saying they're bad investments, but a lot of these printers that you buy from these sellers, they're uber slow. I'm talking about they're slow. I was lucky enough to have two printers that I picked up that are actually decent speed. I picked up an Epson R1800 that I tried converting myself, and I do have a video coming out here pretty soon. I haven't been able to edit it. And long story short, I destroyed the print head on that printer. I am looking for a new print head on that one. I have everything converted already. I just have to put a new print head into it. So I was like, why don't we just buy one that's already converted? And in one of my forums that I'm in on Facebook, I was able to find a very, well, I think it was an expensive, already converted Epson 3880 with all the bells and whistles already included. Very large cartridges to print. I don't know if you can see it back there. You can see them right there. They're huge. They're like handgun size ink cartridges. And this thing is a beast, guys. I love it, love it, love it, love it so far. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, make sure you go head over there at Lou Media Creative on TikTok. You can see pretty much a shirt I print every single day, different designs. It's just really easy to upload to TikTok, so that's why I do that over there. And I also post them to my Instagram at Lou Media Creative. But yeah, guys, let's go ahead and start the first print. I'm going to try to take the phone with me. You're going to see a lot of movement probably because I am on the phone live streaming. But let me remind you guys, if you guys are watching the video and you're enjoying it so far, please hit that like button. It helps so much to push this video to other viewers that might be interested in the same topic. If you guys have any questions, please drop them. I'm ready to answer some questions, guys. It's been a while since I've discussed with y'all, and I would love to be able to do so. I'm trying to see where my chat's at. Anyways, alright, so the way you print to your printer, you do need a software called a RIP software. This is one of the parts that a lot of people don't talk about, whether it's with DTG, UV printing, or DTF. Yeah, Waldo, what you got, bro? Waldo, quit fronting, bro. You probably know more about this stuff than I do. I think I've learned things from you, bro. What you got, man? But yeah, guys, so you do need a RIP software. And again, not everything's created equal. Bro, shoot me your address through Instagram, man. I'll shoot you over a sample of the jerky whenever you want, man. I got you, bro. Just give me a shout out on YouTube whenever you taste it. For those of you that don't know, I am the marketing director for a beef jerky company, Wicked Cuts Jerky. It's probably the most amazing jerky you'd ever taste. If you want to give it a try and go grab a bag, use code BESTJERKY for 20% off your first order. Just saying. It's delicious. We got bacon, real bacon jerky. But But yeah, guys, RIP software. I'm using one called Acro RIP 9.0.3. I'm not saying that's the best software because I don't think it is. I just use it because it gets me by, and I was able to find it inexpensive. Let's leave it at that. But there's a bunch of other brands like EK Print, you got Cathari, you have CADLink, you have, what's the other one? There's another, oh, White Rip. There's a bunch of different ones. There's a bunch of different softwares, guys. The best thing that I can tell you when it comes down to softwares, do your research. Make sure you join these forums, guys. I have a blog on my website that shows you a list of convertible printers. It also gives you a breakdown on DTF, and I'm going to be adding even more blogs, and I'm also going to be selling guides on how to convert your own printer step by step with images. I'm working with somebody on creating these guides right now. And I think that's going to be very beneficial for the community. They're not going to be expensive, so don't think we're doing this just to make money. But of course, time is money, and our time, you know, we do want to be compensated for taking the time and creating these guides. Yeah, guys, if you want to check out that blog, just head over to www.lumedia.net, and I have a full write-up. If you can't sit for the video, you know, I have a full explanation on what DTF is, or if you missed it. If you want to hear the explanation again, just leave a comment below. Out of everybody in here, who's actually interested in buying their own setup for DTF? Put it in the comments, guys. If you guys are curious on what printer I recommend, put it in the comment, guys. And again, please hit that like button. So I'm gonna move this over here because, and I do apologize, guys, it's gonna be a little awkward probably because I am moving this guy a lot today. I want to show you guys literally what I'm doing. So, and our little design area is a mess right now because we have a room under construction right now. But anyways, this is my software. I have Acro RIP open. Hey, what's up, Carlos? You're looking to get into DTG and DTF, huh? If you were to have asked me last year, bro, I would have definitely said DTG, even though I still don't recommend that to beginners. Let me get through this, and then I'll answer your question, brother. Just let me send this off to print so you guys can see. I have my little artboard. I know you guys cannot see fully. I just wanted to see how easy it is to send it off of the software. This software is actually very easy to use. I'm literally just gonna hit print, and it's gonna send it over there. If you guys want to know more about the settings and what I do on this end, I can show y'all all that in a future video. But for now, because every printer is different, guys, my settings and what you guys settings will look like are not going to be the same, nor are the softwares going to be the same. So I'm just going to start printing this because I want to show you guys how the printer works. So I'm going to go ahead and, this should be 100% white. Let's go ahead and print. Okay. I'm gonna let that kind of start printing, guys, and then we'll come. I'll show you guys how it prints. But all right, let me look at that comment. Alrighty, bro. Sorry about that. All right, Carlos. So yeah, like Waldo mentioned, you can actually do DTF printing on probably almost every DTG machine that's an actual DTG machine. I think some of the more converted ones you can't because the platen sits a little too far, but if it's adjustable, you should be able to. But there's a lot of discussion back and forth with using a DTG printer for DTF because of the inks. Waldo, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do know not all inks are the same as well. I don't have an answer for you on that, Carlos, because again, I don't know if it's not adjustable, like the bed to go up and down. I'm gonna say no, because paper, it's much thinner than a shirt, and so you need to close your bed closer to your print head. So this would be my luck, guys. I'll demonstrate y'all. Well, we're gonna let that one run and be the mess up for the night. Correct. So, and that's the problem. So that's what I think the problem is, Waldo. By telling people about DTG can do both, because you do have to swap out the inks. The inks are different. I can't tell you what the difference is between them because I still haven't delved that deep into it. But the inks are different, and I don't recommend you to use DTG inks with DTF printing. Have there been people that have done it? Yes, but I do not know the longevity of the print or how long it'll last. If you were to ask me right now what I would prefer to have in my shop, I would say DTF. I know. I'm just liking the process of DTF much better. I think it's the equal amount of steps. It's the same, but I do like DTF a little better. Hold up, guys. I put brand new transfer sheets in here, and this printer decided to act all crazy on me. And that's the other thing, guys. DTG at least has its processes, and there's a lot of companies out there that make actual DTG printers. DTF is not there yet. It's all DIY. So you guys definitely want to kind of think about that one as well. So I guess that's what it comes down to, Carlos, for your question. If check this out, guys. This thing just messed up because it wanted to swallow two transfer sheets. I always show you guys the mess ups. I don't like being fake. You guys know that. Yeah, I would say that. If you don't like DIYing a lot of this stuff or troubleshooting a lot, I would say DTG. If you like the DIY side of things and you want amazing prints with amazing, with all the things you can put it on. I mean, you can put this stuff on jeans, bro. I've tried it already. I've done wash tests with jeans, and it works. I mean, the type of stuff I can put DTF, it's amazing. Yeah, you are correct, Waldo. Omni prints will do both. I did read on that. Let me see. But Carlos, again, if you don't have the capacity, bro, and I'm not trying to downplay anybody, I feel when you get a DTF or even a DTG, I highly recommend you having the amount of orders to back it up. If not, just order transfers from a reputable DTF company, and you'll be good to go. You'll still have the quality of DTF, or even, Super Color. If you guys want to use that, I know somebody mentioned. Again, I haven't used them, so I can't really vouch for them, but I see a lot of other YouTubers and my peers say that it's an outstanding company to work with. I just know it's very expensive. They are expensive transfers for, I don't know, the little more quality that you get over some of these others. So yeah, that's the answer to my question, bro. I'd go DTF. I don't mind the DIY side of things. If you want more of a company that you can call up, like Epson or OmniPrint, or again, OmniPrint I think does have an actual DTF printer they're marketing as such, DTG and DTF. I cannot vouch for the company though because I've never used them. So yeah, I just want to make those disclaimers. And again, if you don't have the orders coming in, don't buy a printer and then go look for your orders. Guys, I always recommend you please start marketing your business, start gaining that clientele, outsource for the beginning, first few weeks, months of your business, and then start investing into your own equipment, because time is money, guys. And I am a true believer that sometimes this type of stuff takes too long. Like me, yes, I have an in-house DTF, 2 of them now, and for even orders like of 100 shirts or more or whatever, I'm still going to order transfers from some of my buddies because they have these industrial DTF machines. They can print way faster than me. They cure, they roll. Everything's good to go instantly. So that's my 2 cents on that. Let me see if somebody else has asked any questions. Yeah, see, Waldo, and that's the problem, bro. With OmniPrint, $11,000, bro, that's a lot of money. I picked this guy up. You can pick up DTF printers to convert yourself for as little as $600 or even less. I picked up my R1800 for $100. I messed it up though. That was on me. But $100 versus $11,000, that is a lot, man. Yeah, Carlos. Again, I don't know, bro. That's a lot of money, bro, to drop. I don't know if I can 100% recommend that for you. I think that's too much money to drop on something like that. If you have the clientele, man, more power to you. Go for it. Let me see. I think I saw another question up here. Ray, the L1800 is definitely a good printer. They are little workhorses. Print heads are super cheap. Maintenance is probably the easiest on an L1800 as far as hobby side of things. The problem with the L1800, like you said, it is extremely slow. Unless you get Acro Rip, I believe 10.1 or 10.0, and they have this thing called Speed Boost built into the software, and it goes like, I think it'll do a print like in about 6 minutes. My 3880 will knock out a print in about 2 to 3 minutes, and my R1800 is probably almost half of that. Now, every printer, again, is not created equal. They all have their faults. The L1800 is a good workhorse with cheap replacement parts, but it's crazy slow. If you're doing it as a hobby and to start off, sure, I recommend it. The 3880, very expensive printer to find replacement cards because of how you got to find the chips for the ink cartridges. And so yeah, that's kind of the downfall on this printer. And it's not the quickest one either. The R1800 that I have as well, you can't really use a CISS system with it, which is a continuous ink system, because it doesn't flow properly. And so your other option is to use just refillable ink cartridges, and they're tiny. So you better have like 8 or 10 of them to be swapping them out if you're doing a large work order. So again, every printer is created differently, guys. You definitely want to go with whatever fits your workflow the best. And I'm going to be trying to add more and more pros and cons for each printer as we go. Again, right now I initially have a blog written already on my website if you guys want to go check that out. And guys, I see there's 12 of you in here. Please hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. If you have questions, please ask. I'm here to answer them. Let me see. I think somebody else. Ernestina, you ask, is a Canon a good printer? That depends what you're using that Canon for. Ernestina, if you're using it for prints for photos, 100%. Other than that, Canon and HP, the way the print head works on those is they actually heat up the ink, so you can't really convert them to anything else aside for what they are already, what they're intended. I always suggest going with an Epson. Epson, because you can, more than likely, there's a conversion kit for the Epsons. There's continuous ink systems for the Epsons. Man, my hair is crazy. Continuous ink systems. There's all kinds of stuff for the Epsons, and also the way the print heads work, guys. It doesn't heat up the print head to release the ink. So because with sublimation that would activate the ink, or same with this, it'll start drying and then that'd be a no-go. So yeah, I would stay away from Canon for this. I even have a Pro 100 sitting in my shed that I never use. Alright guys, I'm trying to see if I missed any questions. I don't think I have. Alright, cool. Anyways, let me set this to print again, guys, just because I messed up that last one. And I say I did, but obviously the printer was the culprit here. Oh yeah. We'll see if it feeds properly. And guys, again, I'm not saying that DTF is headache free. There's definitely headaches, man. There we go. It fed properly. So I'm making nine transfers tonight for 9 different shirts that I have, all white. I might do one gray one or a silver or two, so you guys can see a different color. But for those of you that have just kind of joined, DTF is super easy, guys. Oh, not super easy. It's a simple process, or I call it simple because I've been doing it for a while now. Essentially, your printer prints a color base and then a white base over the color on a transfer sheet, a PET transfer sheet. You take that transfer sheet, you sprinkle some powder on it, you cure your transfer sheet in an oven, and it's good to go for you to press on any garment. Really, I mean, I haven't tried something that doesn't work on yet. And there's no weeding. That is the magic about this. I think one of the weaknesses, guys, with DTF, because it's not all good, right? I mean, nothing's all good. And I don't think one printing process is all good. One of the problems I think that a lot of people are seeing around with DTF is gradients. The way you print gradients on DTF, unless you know what you're doing in Photoshop and you know how to halftone things and do actual, knockouts of colors. If you're a novice and you don't want to learn Photoshop, gradients are always going to be an issue, like fading into the shirt. I was able to achieve it, like I said, with half toning and things of that nature. But if you don't know how to do it, you're gonna hear a lot of people talk smack about DTF that it just looks like a big old block on a shirt. But if you guys see, I've kind of gradiented away and kind of it dissolves into the purple. My phone camera sucks, but you guys can see. Looks really nice. Super detail, guys. I mean, think about it. This is all detail, and DTF was able to do it. Super stretchy. Very nice. Let me see if this is still in here. So this is the shirt from my last live stream, guys. It's been sitting for weeks. Yes, it looks a little more paperish, like I said. I'm not gonna deny that. It's already been in the wash for about 3 times. But this is because, again, I didn't know much about DTF when I sent these to get printed. I didn't know that I can half tone it. I didn't know that I can do knockout of color, and I should have. But I mean, look at this. I mean, I'm stretching the shirt as far as it'll. I mean, I can't go anywhere without ripping the shirt. Oh, bro, Ray, is that a joke, bro? Yes, man. Oki compared to DTF, I'm gonna say it's trash. Again, I'm not saying I don't ever hate on any printing method like white toner, but white toner I think still has a long way to go in terms of durability, because I've tried them and I think within like the 3rd or 4th wash they're already cracking or becoming very, very ugly. I hate marrying the sheets. I hate that you can't stop when you're peeling. There's a lot of things that I dislike about white toner printing. And I would pick sublimation over white toner printing. I'd pick screen printing probably over white toner if I had the room. All right, guys. So my first print is done. I might have to do a head cleaning, but here it is. I'm gonna let this guy dry a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and run another one. Let me just double check my cartridges, guys. I might be out of white in one of them. So these are my cartridges for the 3880. Like handguns. With the 3880 cartridges, the reason I say this is its biggest downfall is because you cannot get refillable cartridges for a Okay, let's talk 3880 real quick for a bit. If you guys decide to go with the printer that I am using here today, make sure that your printer comes with OEM ink cartridges. Why, Lewis? Because, guys, when you get these refillable ones, it does come with its own resetter chip, so you don't have to reset them as long as you pull them out to shake, which you have to do anyways every single day. Yes, you have to shake your cartridges every day because white ink is super lazy and it will clog up. You have to use the chip out of your OEM carts inside of this one. It goes in here in a little cubby for it to work. So if you get a 3880, this is the biggest downfall. It's very expensive if you don't get those OEM carts. I think a set of them ends up costing you $150 plus another $150 for the cartridges. So you're $300 just on cartridges, not even the ink. So something to keep in mind if you go after the 3880. I was lucky enough. Dre that sold me this guy, he's awesome. I was able to get this at a good deal. I think I'm gonna have to start refilling some of these here pretty soon. Restart this guy real quick. Any questions, guys? I'm super awkward today when close to the camera. Hey Dom, yes sir. I have a 3880, an Epson 3880 converted, and I also have an Epson R1800 converted. Levi, I mean, honestly, man, the cartridges on this 3880 are so big. It's like having a continuous ink system. On the 3880, not every printer is made equally, guys. You can't get a continuous ink system for every one of these printers, even though they sell them. Sometimes it just doesn't work well with DTF. And again, this is for me reading forum after forum, blog after blog. I've tried to consolidate the better printers, and I know right now the better ones that I'm seeing for hobbyists or at-home businesses are the P800, the 3880, and for speed, I would argue the R1800 or one in that series of the R1800. I like it, but again, they have their downfalls. Every printer is gonna have a downfall, I feel like. Oh, Dom, yeah, man, those 7880s are sick, bro. Do you have it converted already? What is it, the 4880, I think, or the one that's a little smaller? That's my buddy Dre actually updated to that one when he sold me this one, and I think that's what I'm probably gonna end up getting next, is the next biggest one, because I want to start selling transfers. Sorry guys, I'm gonna send this one to print. Actually, let me do a head cleaning. Yeah, the 7880, man. Yeah, you can convert that to DTF. I actually think the 7880 is one of the easier ones because you don't have to remove any rollers on it. If I am correct, just gotta find your RIP software, and yeah. I can't remember what RIP software. I think the problem with the 7880, bro, is that you have to use one of the higher end RIP softwares like Cathari or one of those. I can't remember really why it keeps people away. And I also do know that with that printer specifically, if you can, I don't know if they sell it, but if you can find a white ink management system, like to stir the ink, it's very highly suggested. Or you have to do a lot of maintenance on that one because your lines are so long, like from the tanks to the print head. Um, uh, that the white ink actually can seize up inside that really long, those long lines. Ray, yeah, man. I always usually play little background music. Like I've explained though, man, this room in here is such a mess right now. It's been like turned upside down. Nothing is working. Like none of my screens. All of this stuff is getting thrown out. We're remodeling the house like very heavily right now, unfortunately, and that's why I haven't really been on YouTube. And work just been kicking my butt as well, man. But yes, typically I do have some chill, lo-fi music playing in the background, and I'll definitely make sure to put it on next time that I go live. Dom Sim, yeah, man, it makes sense, bro, because it is more of an industrial type printer. You can print way more. I mean, guys, there's so much you can do with DTF. It is honestly blowing up. And mark my words, DTF is gonna, I feel, overtake DTG. I think if the technology gets a little bit better, like with more different types of powders, different types of films, I think as the technology advances more, and actual printers come out that are meant to be DTF printers, I think it's game over for a lot of these other printing or not game over, but I think this is gonna start becoming more popular than any other type of printing method, especially for hobbyists or at home businesses. Yeah, Ray. Like I said, bro. I apologize. It's been a while, man. I think a few people have mentioned that already, that they haven't seen me in a while. Guys, if you can please hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. We're about to start powdering one of these transfers, so you guys can see how that works. I'm gonna see if my wife can come over here and help me out with the camera. Dom, if you can find a 3880 for a good price with stock ink cartridges, get it, bro. Get it 100%. It is a super popular printer. I love it so far, man. I don't have any. I haven't had really any complaint with it. I'm gonna run one more of these. That's a little odd that it did that. Alright, guys, I'm gonna print. Okay. Dom, because like I mentioned, bro, you need the chips, the little chips that are on those OEM ink cartridges for the 3880. If you do not get those, it becomes extremely expensive when you want to get refillable ones like the ones I have. You have to use that little chip. You actually got to take it off, pry it off of the original OEM cart for it to work with your refillable ones. You cannot not use them. And if you have to go out and find a set of those cartridges, you're not going to find them for any less than like about 150. People are starting to become more and more aware of what's going on with these printers and what people are starting to use them for. And so as that grows, that's what's gonna happen. So I use hot peel, Livy. I know where I purchased my original. The cold peel wasn't very good from what I was seeing from I believe it was DTF Superstore. They had some issues with it, but I use hot peel. It's worked great for me. If you want a little bit of a glossy finish, you just take it off and leave it alone. If you want more of a matte finish, you just repress it with some butcher paper, and it makes it more matte, more flat, more of a flat image. The thing I have yet to try with DTF, guys, is the black DTF powder. I know they say that to use the black DTF powder on dark garments, like on black shirts and stuff like that. I don't know yet, though. I need to try it. Waldo, which shaker setup did you end up getting, bro? Do you have like a P800 or do you have an L1800? Guys, please drop those questions, man. I'm dropping gold here, man. When I started doing this stuff, or when I started learning, the guys in the forums are definitely very helpful. But to have somebody that you can just directly ask a question and be like, "Hey, bro, what can I do? Which do you recommend? What do you want? You know, what are you getting or what?" Okay, guys. So this is my first good print. I've been talking a lot, but here it is. I am using 8.5 by 11 paper from DTF Superstore. My 13 by 19 should be coming in on Tuesday, I believe. So, hey babe, can I just get your assistance just to show the powdering real quick? So after it prints, guys, a lot of people say to let it sit for about 10 minutes the print. I don't do that. I let it sit for like about 2 minutes. Especially if it's just white ink, I let it sit just a little bit. And then after it sits for a little bit to dry, then you powder it. So we're going to wait just like a minute or two, so let's shoot some questions. Waldo, $13,000, bro. That sounds like a lot, man. Why was it so much? I was in contact with a China seller or whatever. I don't know if you know him, but Dennis, he had recommended me to somebody that he purchased them from. He runs a really big operation here in Denton, Texas, for DTF, and they had quoted me. I believe it was like, I think in total it would have been like $3,500 with the shaker, the printer, everything. Um, but with that said, it was an L1800. It wasn't no like amazing printer. Do you have like multiple print heads on yours or something? Ah, okay. China setup 24 inch. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, you definitely got a custom build. Did you get like with double print heads or what was it? Four print heads. Yeah, that's why, bro. I mean, bro, yeah, dude. But come on, bro. How much are you printing a day? I mean, to have four print heads, that's insane. Can you let me answer this question? Hey, King Migs. Yeah, bro. I mean, that method that I posted with that video, that was 2 years ago. I was barely getting started in this industry with the t-shirt printing, and while I still hold the Nina 3G Jet near to my heart, I definitely suggest using a different printer. I do need to do an updated video to that video, so I do apologize if I made a misleaded you a little bit there. But I still think it's a great, using the HP printer, it's still a great way to do like memorial shirts. And again, I do even mention in that specific video that I would not recommend using that printing process for something like a clothing brand or something that you're going to be using over and over again. I recommend that process of printing on transfers. And guys, I'm talking about my first video ever that I did with the Nina 3G Opaque and the HP printer. That's really kind of like a one-off, like memorial shirts, family trip shirts, or birthday party shirts that they're only going to be used once or twice and kind of get thrown away. So yeah, King, I do apologize, brother, if you got a little misled there. I might definitely add a disclaimer into my description there. Yeah, Waldo, I bet, bro. I bet it's blazing fast. Alright, guys, so I'm going to show you how I powder here in my little humble powdering station. It's not like Waldo's, where it's probably amazing. Hey, Amanda, cool. I see that you sent a DM through Instagram. I'll get to it as soon as I hop off the live stream. Yeah, babe, you want to help me out with this? Alright. Huh? Not record me, but just kind of film what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera over, guys. Here it is. Alright, guys. So I bought a little tub to do my powdering. But really, all you do, you grab your little can, and some people use like Parmesan cheese shakers and all kinds of other stuff. I just pour it at the edge like this, literally. And it looks like you're using a lot, I mean, but you're really not, because look, check it out. You grab the edge. I don't know if you can see. Can you see?
No.
You grab the edge, guys, and you just go slowly. You just shake it down the image. Make sure everything's covered. And just go. And I'm making it seem more tedious than it really is, but you just drop the excess. You kind of flick off the excess. I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to flick it now. You just want to make sure all that extra falls off. I haven't had an issue doing this. Not a lot of people told me not to do that, but doing it like that. And see, now you have powder. I don't know if you can see it over the ink. And so what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna take this guy,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna. Oh crap! I do not have this guy preheating. Oops, probably got cold. But I have my temperature set at 250 degrees, and typically it's in here for like 1 minute and 30 seconds. Lately I've been leaving it like for more like 2 minutes. But I'm just gonna stick this in there. And I'm going to watch for the elephant peel or elephant skin type of touch to the print. So this guy's going to go in there. We're going to go ahead and start printing the second one.
Ow.
And let that do its thing. But yeah, that's how you powder it, guys. I'll show you guys here in a bit. Oh, you're showing my stomach? Oh, worst camera. If you guys didn't get to catch that DTF powdering, I'll do it again here in a bit with this one. We're just gonna wait for this, Dave, real quick. Has anybody asked a question?
Not questions per se, but
What's that say?
comments. Do you want to look? I mean, can you look?
Okay, guys. Let's see. Oh, for sure, Waldo. For sure, bro. Hey, thank you, Dom. I really appreciate that, bro. You know, I try to stay as connected as I can with my community. I try to answer as many questions as I can through the DMs. Sometimes I don't see it because it goes into that other folder. But if you leave a comment on one of my images and tell me, hey, bro, I sent you a DM, can you double check? I typically do it. So let me see what else. Dom, yeah, it is crazy, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not the easiest. It's not the hardest. I just prefer this process. I'm learning my way around this very well. I'm enjoying it. I have a lot of fun doing it like this. And it's hard to say that I've ever been able to say that about any other type of printing. With vinyl, when I used to make shirts with vinyl and stuff, bro, God, I want to tear my hair out, right, babe? All the time. All the weeding, the small details, the just everything. I'd go crazy, guys. And with this, it's just so much easier. The powder catches all that detail for you. You don't have to do none of that. Let me see if my transfer's ready. I think it is. Yes, and I might have left this one in there a little too long. I'm gonna show you kind of, yeah. This one might have been left in there a little too long. I'm gonna show you what I mean by that, because I've been talking over here. My graveyard of wicked cuts. But you see these little micro wrinkles, like in the film. It was almost in there too long. I think I saved it just before. But check it out, guys. It looks like elephant skin, right? Like when it's dry. It looks like textured. Kind of like elephant skin. It feels a little rubbery. Feels a little rubbery when you touch it. But yeah, let me hand the phone over to the wife real quick again so she can show me pressing this onto a shirt. Hey, what's up, 80? I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Bro, Dom, if it's easy, like an easy if it's an easy order, like an easy design that weeds out super easy, HCV is fine. You know, I don't have any issue with it. It's when you start getting to nitty gritty or really little type of pieces that you have to do, that's where it sucks. Let me see. Hey, Destiny. Yeah, 15 t-shirts. Shoot me a DM over to my Instagram. Anything over 10, honestly, I charge, depending if you want front and back, I charge anywhere from $13 to $17, depending where you're at there, front, back, whatever. So shoot me a DM through Instagram. Let me see. Where do you buy the Teflon paper to make the pictures glossy on the shirts? That's actually a first. People actually want the glossy look to it. I always get people that don't want the glossy. Stevie, Amazon, man. I mean, I have Teflon pillows. I think I bought my Teflon sheets through there as well. You can't go wrong with Heat Press Nation as well. Those are the two places I typically buy from, Amazon or Heat Press Nation. If it was on my laptop, I'd link something for you. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and press a shirt.
My bad. No, I put my
Just throw all these messed up transfers away. Look at this, guys.
what?
My transfer graveyard of trying different stuff. Artwork was grainy. It messed up in the first print I did, and then one I always forget a mirror at the beginning. I always forget to mirror, man. Your boy trash sometimes. Okay. So here's the print. Babe, can you hand me? I'll go grab a shirt. Go ahead and cut this ball. Just because I like, I'm thirsty, man. Okay, let me go get a shirt real quick, guys. Guys, please hit that like button, man. How's there 14 of y'all in here? Only 8 likes. I think the 2XLs I'm gonna wait until.
The larger ones?
Yeah, I get the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Are these all 2XLs?
I have no idea.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying to find a.
Wait.
All right, guys. Found me a shirt.
Well,
Okay. Got some next levels. Even though I heard somebody talk crap about next level the other day. People have crap to talk about everything, man. I don't. I just say what I use and that's it. I don't like talking smack on the next person or company. Alright. Get to our moisture press. I got it set at 160 Celsius for 16 seconds, I believe. A dusty printer. Press, I need to clean it. Are you kidding me, man? This thing not mirror again?
You're like.
I'm about to flip, guys. I'm not even kidding. I literally mirrored this. Why isn't it? This is one of the quirks, guys, of DTF that pisses me off. Because, again, not everything's perfect. Like the software, it comes from. So the software shows me just a white box. Alright? I can't see what the hell if it's mirrored or not. You can see the design on the left side over here. And again, this is the software I'm using. Maybe I need to try a different one. But yeah, this thing's pissing me off at this point. I've wasted so many already. I want to at least get one right. Alright, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Let me slap this back on this tripod. While this other one prints, guys. Failure. Wah, wah, wah. It happens. Any questions? Let me see. Oh no, Stevie. Sorry, bro. Teflon paper is not what prints the shirt. That's not what you use to print on a shirt. The Teflon paper, all it does is to cure. I guess after your initial press, you use it to cure. You use it to cure the shirt. So you make it glossy, or you can make it dull with like butcher paper or parchment paper. Teflon paper usually makes it a little glossy. So Yeah, sorry if I misled you there. That's not the only thing that you need to print on a shirt. Any type of printing is going to require obviously a printer, some type of transfer media, whether you're going direct to the garment, whether you're using a transfer sheet or transfer paper, you're going to need one of those. God, I wish I had my setup that I had for a while there back. Awesome, Destiny. As soon as the live stream is over, I'll shoot over there. I'll head over there and I'll respond to you. I'll probably be on here for another 30 minutes. I want to get at least one print done for you guys to see. Really, me talking is distracting me, and I'm sure that's what's throwing me off a little bit off my game here. Did this thing just print again the same way? Oh no. It should be correct now. I'm telling you, man. Stevie, so I think the issue that you're having is you're confusing different types of printing. So I'm sure you're using just the regular HP printer that I recommend in one of my videos. But if you watch that full video, I do explain that I only use that method in a very specific way. I only use that in single-use images. That type of transfer method I only use for single time use shirts, and also if it's like something for my kid or something like that. I don't use that in a professional, like I do use it in a professional instance, but I let my customers know it's the cheapest way of me printing for a reason, and that's because it's typically one time use. Again, birthday shirts, memorial shirts, so like if you're going to a funeral, you know, family vacation shirts. I only use it for those type of printing jobs. If you want that transfer to be have more longevity, like the Nina 3G Opaque, I would suggest you getting like an Epson printer, which I can send you some links, bro, through Instagram if you shoot me a DM through over there, and just convert the ink from regular Epson ink to pigment ink, and that pigment ink should withstand a little bit more in the washing machine. But you're still going to get the same effect eventually. And I think it's going to be the same for pretty much the most part on any type of printing method, whether you use white toner base. Even DTF eventually has its death, you know? I mean, there's only so many washes you can do. I think the only ones that don't do that is if you go full-on screen printing. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Waldo or somebody else that's in here with me. Give me 1 second, guys. I am parched. I need a drink. All right. Any more questions, guys? Yeah, Stevie, shoot me, like I said, shoot me a DM over there on Instagram, bro. I'll respond to every single person in here after I'm done with the stream. That Topo Chico hits the spot, bro. Let me see, Levite, what did you say, brother? Oh, you need to go on view. Levite, you're gonna have to DM me, bro, to show me how to do that, man. Because if you know how to fix that, I love you, bro. It's at Lumedia Creative, Stevie. Here, let me see if I can I type in here? I'm not on StreamYard, so typically I'm able to respond to you guys, but I don't think I can. It's just it's LUMEDIA Creative. Should be pretty easy to find. There's a picture of me like this, looking all professional and stuff. What am I doing wrong? Oh, guys, I'm not gonna say I give up, but I'm gonna stop printing for now until I'm done with the live stream because I just printed another one that's not mirrored. This thing's starting to. I need to figure out how to get it to show me the view here. I think what's happening is I'm mirroring it, but because I have to rotate it, it flips it back. I did, bro. Waldo, I did. I printed. It keeps printing backwards, bro. I keep setting it to mirror, but because I have to rotate it, I think I gotta change my artwork in Illustrator just to make it easier. It's starting to piss me off at this point. But any more questions, guys, that you might have before I hop off here with my failed live stream? I'll hop on a later date, maybe tomorrow, so you guys can see an actual. I'll print out all the transfers here in a bit and hop on tomorrow and print one for y'all. I do have an actual video too coming out, guys, explaining DTF. Again, I know I explain it to you guys every single time in here, but I do feel it warrants its own video with better lighting, better audio. Yeah, bro, it's making me mad, and I don't know how to get it to show me. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip it in Illustrator. Oh yeah, Levite. All over Sublimations. Where's that, man? If you're able to get that huge, see, that's the problem, bro. Again, everything has its downfalls. With all over Sublimation, you can do it with a smaller press, like a Cricut Easy Press or like a 15 by 15. But if you're going to that extent, I highly suggest using a huge heat press. And I also suggest not ganging up little tiny 8.5 by 11s or 13 by 19s. Get the actual equipment. That's just something I don't have room for. But dude, yeah, all over Sublimation printing is sick. I love it. Any other questions, guys? I'm gonna try to do at least one live stream again once a week with giveaways and stuff like that. Today was a little bit of a fail. I don't mind showing you guys that on my end because I am human, as most of you guys are as well. I need to figure out how to get it to show me in the preview the actual what I'm printing, because again I'm mirroring it. It's not like I'm not, and I'm having to rotate it. So I think that's where the issue is happening. I think once I rotate it, I need a mirror again. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Gina? Nice to see you in here. We're talking DTF. You got any questions? Then I'm gonna go ahead and shut off all these bing ovens, heat presses, because I am burning up in here. But yeah, guys, for those of you that just kind of joined, let me show you some of the prints I've done today. I did this one, like I said. Very nice halftone. Super stretchy. This, you can't even feel there's anything printed on here. And again, guys, I say that because there's videos out there talking about that it feels like crap. Waldo, she's calling you out, bro. Gina, if he doesn't send you one out, let me know. I got you. There's a lot of videos out there, like I said right now, talking about that it feels like paper, it feels like rubber. It does. I mean, it does. Like that black one I showed you guys a little while ago. I think it's this guy. It does. If you have a gigantic plastered graphic, it does feel like rubbery. But again, if you learn the technique and you learn how to do the halftone, you know your way around Photoshop, you're able to get results like this with gradient, with fading, with really nice feel touch. Also, it's to your preference. That's the badass thing about DTF, guys. No transfer is going to be the same from anybody that you order. And I say this because every printer has different settings. Every printer is different. Which one, bro? Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. On this guy right here, I could have done knockout black. Cause look how stupid it looks with black on black. It just looks dumb. But again, this is stuff you won't know until you start doing the process yourself. You get what I'm saying? If you just order this from, DTF Kingdom or, me or Waldo or whatever other supplier, if you send them this graphic, it's not their job to change this graphic for you guys. It's your job. So you got to know the technique as well. And once you learn it, I think it's an amazing printing a way of printing to shirts, to jeans. I mean, guys, it prints on jeans. You can print on jeans. You can. I'm pretty sure I can stick this on a shoe if I want. I'm gonna try it now. I have some brand new Nikes over there. I'm gonna slap some type of something on there. But yeah, guys, keep an open mind about it. If you've been on the fence of trying it, I say try it. Why not? It doesn't hurt. If you can find a used printer, like I said, go head over to www.lumedia.net and read my blog. I list the printers that you can convert. And if you find some of these, I'll try to list some of the forums that I'm in. Sorry, guys, my corgi's going crazy. The guys in these forums or the people in these forums, they're fairly nice. Sometimes you're gonna get some that aren't very nice, but for the most part, everybody that's helped me, and even I can help. Self-convert a printer. I went the expensive route by buying one that was already converted because I wanted to see both sides of it for you guys, the videos that are dropping. And that's why I did that. If not, I would have converted it myself. I would have given it a shot again. So, yeah, guys, if anybody has any more questions, please drop them. And Christina, yeah, I mean, it's all fairly thin. I think it's just a person's preference. I think your regular person, they're not gonna care. It feels a little rubbery. A guy that's out there doing landscaping, working, they're not gonna care. They want their logo to be nice and bright with a phone number, and that's all they care about. And it lasts. And I think DTF will last. And I think for the price that you're paying for this, in comparison to what these other, and this is where my other argument for DTF comes, is that everybody has those high-end clients, right? But let's be honest here, guys. Most of our clients, especially if you're an at-home based printer, are gonna be the lower end, somebody trying to find a good deal, for their business, small business owners. I'm not calling them cheap, but they definitely want a more affordable way of doing it. And I think DTF provides that way, guys. You're able, even if you order transfers from somebody, there's no minimums. Most of the time, these guys have like a $20 minimum, and that gives you like a 12 by 24 game sheet of transfers. That's a lot. That is game changing. You can't go to FM Expression and try to spend $20 with them. You can't go to, I haven't tried it, and correct me again if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can even go to Supercolor and try to get transfers at that price like that. From what I hear, they're pretty pricey, but the quality is there. But does the quality warrant the extra cost? Like, is it that much better? I guess I gotta try it out myself, right? I just haven't had a chance. Again, I didn't like their UI, I didn't like their interface with their website when they launched. And I'm a very big person when it comes to that. So if you lose me on your website, I'm not going to probably use your product. And I think initially I had Stan. I think most of you guys know him. He reached out to me to do a little collaboration with him and Supercolor, but I never heard anything back from them after that initial reach out from him, which... Yeah, I want to tag him, man. I'd love to try Supercolor out at least once. But again, I'm not bashing them. I do know they're a little bit more on the expensive side. And if you have the clientele for that shit, go for it. If that's how you want to run your business, go for it. I just think DTF for me is working much better. Not what you saw in this video. I mean, obviously I've been screwing up a bunch of transfers, but it's all in the learning process, right? I've only been doing this for a month. I've never tried to go live while making the transfer, so you know. Texas Finest Apparel. What was your question, bro? Were you reaching out to me through Instagram? Shoot me a DM, bro. Let's catch up, man. I know it's been a while. Dude, like I said at the beginning of the stream, our life literally was flipped upside down. And I would say probably towards the end of last year, we had some issues at the house, which that's why we're remodeling. Obviously, COVID took a toll on everybody. We also had a newborn at the beginning of the year, my beautiful daughter. And in addition to that, as you guys know, Texas went through it at the beginning of the year with snowvid. That's what we called it. And with a bunch of other stuff too, guys. I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's been a rough beginning of the year. So, yeah, that's a decent starter printer, Texas Finest. What's your question on it, brother? What's she doing? Should I wait? Yeah, let me see. Let me introduce her to everybody. Gina, thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. I know I've introduced her before, guys, but here's my beautiful little girl, Zaylee. Say hi, mama. Say hi, everybody. She's always angry. Always. Look at her. Angry. All the time. Here you go, my love. But yeah, guys, drop any question. Come on, I love interacting with you guys. If anything, it makes my day a little better. Let's see. I was getting ghosting when subbing. Texas Finance, you're not reusing your butcher paper or any of that stuff, right, bro? Because I think that happened to us. Like we weren't reusing the butcher paper, but we were dumb enough one time to I subbed without putting a butcher paper over the sheet, and my heat press has a silicone pad or a little Teflon overlay to the on the heating element. So I guess the sublimation ink stuck to that, and every time I would press for like a week, I would get the ghosting effect on my prints. But it's because of that, man. Make sure you're using thick enough butcher paper and never, ever, ever use the same sheet over and over again. That's the one thing about sublimation. Again, like I said, everything has its ups and downs. Sublimation is very, very paper wasting. You're throwing out butcher paper left and right. So maybe give that a try, brother. Yeah, Texas Finest. Yeah, bro. Then that's the issue, brother. Don't use the same butcher paper. Every time you press, remember, set down a butcher paper underneath your sheet, or I use Teflon pillows in between the garment so it doesn't transfer to the back of it. And I haven't seen it stick to the Teflon, which is awesome. And then over your sublimation, either use a parchment sheet of paper or butcher. And always, always use a new sheet. Get it from Sam's, bro. You can get that gigantic freaking roll of like 200 feet for like $15, I think. That's how much it costs. Not very expensive at all. It's just very wasteful. That's all it is. And that's what I thought initially too. Like, why am I wasting so much? But you're gonna get that ghosting, brother.
You should remember the dogs.
Hi, beautiful. Yeah, bro. I mean, again, you know, it might be something else, but I'm 95% sure it's your butcher paper. The thing with butcher paper, remember, bro, you can't see on it because it's so dark. Yeah, it's so dark already. Or if you're using the white one, I know you can't really see it, but there's enough there to create that ghosting effect. Try it. Just try it. Just trust me. Try it. Try a few prints with using different butcher paper, and you should be good to go, bro. And if you're getting ghosting on the back, put a Teflon pillow like the ones I have that I gave away for a while. I might give away a new set my next live stream. Put a Teflon pillow in between. That's what I do. And look, this guy doesn't even get it. I've used this guy for every sublimation project I've had. And yeah. That too, Ray. If you open the heat, if you open the heat, well, it's not about it opening too quick. It's if you open it too fast and you like stop for just a second and open. What happened with me is I had too much pressure on the heat press. And you bring a good point, Ray. So thank you for bringing that up. If you have too much pressure, Texas Finest, what happens is you create like a vacuum, bro. Yeah, so you create like a vacuum when you release that press, especially if you have a manual one like I do here. And so it slightly lifts the sheet, so like it makes it bounce, and then when it lands again, since it's still at 400 degrees, even for the slightest second, you're flashing it, you're making it ghost as well. So make sure you're not putting too much pressure. Use different butcher paper, and if you can, try to tape it. You're gonna have to maybe we can FaceTime, bro, or we can hop on Instagram and do like a video chat one of these days so you can show me your process. I promise we'll get it fixed, man. Livy, thanks, man. Everybody says she looks like me. I don't think I've ever heard one person say that she looks like her mama. I say she does. I say she has her mama's beautiful eyes, but literally every person in the world that sees both of us says she looks like me. But and then again, my son looks just like my wife. Yeah, man, Waldo's an awesome guy, bro. Guys, y'all go make sure to subscribe to his channel. He probably has more knowledge than I do, and I'm not afraid to say that. So go check him out. Ray, you know, embroidery, that's another thing that kind of went down the hole. I'm not gonna lie. I am sending my Ricoma machine back. I'm not gonna call it a total fail. Hey Sarah. Sarah's on me. I'm not gonna call it a total failure because Ricoma was very nice. They were very good people to work with. I enjoyed working with them a lot. It was just embroidery definitely like I told them, embroidery definitely requires a passion that we just don't have time to nurture right now. And so, oh, hey, Leo. It's Leo.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. Love you. Yeah, embroidery definitely is one of those things, guys. It's not like printing, you know? I thought it would bring value to the channel. And again, the company I work with was great. We just couldn't really wrap our heads around it. You know, the digitizing side of things was more of my thing. And while I was starting to get the hang of it, you know, the other side with dealing with the embroidery machine itself, all the technicalities that you have to learn, it's like learning a whole new language. It's very tedious. And again, if you have the time and if your business is based around embroidery, so you build your business out of embroidery and that's what you want to do, man, I think it's an amazing, amazing process. And I think there's so much money in it because it is expensive. But for us, we're more into the printing side of things. I rather do print brokering, like I mentioned in some of my videos in the past, and I rather do t-shirt printing. I enjoy it much more. This DTF process, man, I am loving it. Even though it's giving me the biggest headache right now, I love it. I wouldn't pick embroider over this.
And I prefer vinyl and sublimation.
Yeah, my wife prefers vinyl and sublimation. Everybody has a preference, guys. You gonna come on here and say hi, babe, real quick?
No.
She does not. DTF is direct to film transfer printing.
Is this one there?
Leo, yes, Leo
He's
asking.
still on there?
Yeah, he's the one asking.
Hey, you need to go to sleep. You have school tomorrow.
Uh-oh. Well, there goes your aunt telling you to bed. Alrighty, guys. Well, if nobody else has any questions, guys, I love that there's 14 of y'all in here. That I have a lot of people in here. I mean, I know it's very random when I do these live streams, and I am trying to get a little better at that now that that room's getting remodeled. But I will catch you guys on the next one, guys. Look out for the videos that are coming out this week. I'm super stoked. Go follow me on TikTok at Lumedia Creative. I do like my processes every single day of all the shirts I print, because I gotta print at least once a day. If not, your print head will clog up if you don't use it very often. And also follow me on Instagram at Lumedia Creative. Guys, check out the website. There's a blog on there about DTF if you guys want to learn a little bit more in depth, more explaining on the side of what it is, the process, and printers that you can convert. I'll put a link in the description below after the live stream processes on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I'm very grateful that everybody is on here. I know I wasn't able to show you the full process of DTF printing. Maybe in the next live stream I'll be able to, once I figure out what the software is doing right now to me. But it was still not mirroring. But thank you thank you so much, guys. I'm just signing out. Catch you on the next one.
I was trying to look at